Hello everyone, welcome to CS Knowledge Hub. In the last lecture, we discussed about system calls, and in today's lecture, we will discuss about types of system calls. So, see, the different system calls can be grouped into six categories like process control, file management, device management, information maintenance, communication, and protection. So let's discuss all of them one by one. The first one is process control. Now, what is a process? Process means a program in execution. So if a program is executing, that program must be able to halt its execution normally or abnormally. So if we talk about halting its execution normally, that is possible using a end system call. And then for abnormal termination, we have abort system call. So basically, under process control, we have system calls for creating a process, terminating a process, loading, executing, ending, and aborting. So like we have a system called fork in Unix operating system for creating a new process. Okay, so all these types of system calls falls under the category of process control. Now the next one is file management. As in the last lecture, we discussed about a program like that program will copy the data from source file to destination file. So first of all, you will need to open that file, and then once the source file is opened, you will read data from that file, and then you will write it in the destination file. And once the copying is done, then you will close both the files. So the system calls related to creating a file, deleting, opening, closing, reading, writing, all types of system call fall under the category of file management. Okay. Now the next one is device management. As we all know that if a program is executing, that program might need some resources, like it might need some device. So for that, it will have to first request for a device, and then when it is done with the device, it releases a device. So this request and release is same as open and close in case of file management. So under device management, we have all these types of system calls like requesting, releasing, reading, writing from a device, etc. Now the next one is information maintenance. So system calls which are used for the purpose of transferring information between user program and the operating system falls under the category of information maintenance. Like we have system calls under this category for getting the time or date or setting the time or date of the system, getting some, and we know that operating system maintains the information of all its processes. Now suppose if you want to get the ID of the current process, so we have a system called get PID. So all these types of system calls falls under the category of information maintenance. Now the next one is communication. See, if the processes are executing and they want to communicate with each other, so they can either use shared memory or message passing model or pipes. So all the system calls related to the communication fall under this category, where you can send, like we have system calls for sending, receiving messages, transferring status information, or SHM open, which is related to your shared memory or pipe. Okay. Now the next one is protection. Protection means it provides a mechanism for controlling access to the resources that are provided by a computer system. So and this category, we have system calls like set permission, get permission, which manipulates the permission of the resources. Similarly, you have chmod system call in Unix operating system for the same. So this was all about the types of system calls and what types of what system calls falls under these categories. Now we will see with the help of an example the handling of user application invoking the open system call. So see, every system call has a number associated with it, and system call interface maintains a table which is indexed according to these numbers. Now, if you have a user application and has invoked an open system call, so you will the mode will be changed from user to kernel mode, and this system call interface will look in this table for this particular for the index of this particular system call, and then it will call the implementation of open system call, and then return the status of that system call. Now if we suppose if you want to get input, if a process wants to get an input, so that input you can either take from you can read data from file, that is also an input. You can take input from device like keyboard, that is also an input. So if I'm saying I want to get an input, that is not enough. You will have to specify that you have to read data from file, or you want to take input from certain devices, as well as you will have to specify the address and the length of memory buffer in which the input should be read. So of course all these files must be implicitly mentioned in the call itself. So there are three general methods used for passing parameters to the operating systems. Now the simplest approach is, since we have registers, what you can do, you can just pass the parameters in registers. But since we know that registers are limited, so what if the parameter number of parameters are more than the registers? So in that case, the second approach comes in the picture, where what you do, you store you store the parameters in a block, and then you store the address of that block in the register. So basically the address of the block is passed as parameter in a register. Now the third approach is, what you can do, you can use a stack, where like some system use stack where parameters are pushed onto the stack by the program, and then operating system can pop the elements from the stack. So the second approach, where you were storing the elements in the block and then parameters in the block and passing the address as a parameter in the register, that approach is taken by Linux. Okay, and then some operating system prefer block or generally stack method, because in this approaches we don't have any limit on number of parameters. So that's all for today. I hope this topic is clear to you. If you have any queries, please drop them in comment sections. Thank you.